Libra Sun and Rising. Let's see what September has in store for you. So your highlighted chakra of this month is the throat chakra. You have the communication card here. Then for your other oracle card, you actually got another chakra card. That deck isn't a chakra deck like the other one for your highlighted chakra. This is just like one of the 7 chakra cards that are in that deck. So you got the third eye chakra here, which says, the frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. Okay, so I'm just going to go straight ahead and show you your tarot. So you have here the World card, the Fool card, and the Queen of Pentacles, followed by the 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and the Judgment card. Then you have the 7 of Swords with the Page of Cups, and then the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords with the 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Alright, so this is very obvious to me that it has a lot to do with your work life, your professional life in some sense. I'm just gonna be reading my notes that I took pretty much, and you'll understand, you'll catch the message. So there's a sense of receiving clarity, kind of like a light bulb and aha moment. And there's like a lot of understanding. There is an understanding of your value and what truly satisfies you, and making effort towards that after closing out an old chapter and taking that leap of faith here with this. The Fool card and the World card. Okay. So after this understanding, which is something kind of personal because it's sort of like your own understanding, and it might have to do with an understanding of yourself as a being, beautiful being. Because I feel like the 7 of Swords, especially next to the Judgment and the Page of Cups, I feel like this is an inner knowing, a sensing yourself. Alright, so it's like an understanding that is kind of personal, and you'll be able to discern which actions were too much or out of alignment, which certain projects or work that isn't in alignment with your value of yourself and the values that you hold in life. So there's a sense, again, like receiving clarity, but feeling clearer, being able to express yourself clearly, feeling clear after allowing yourself to let go of a painful chapter and working on your healing and understanding of yourself and the lessons that this chapter had for you that you're closing out. Okay, so you're becoming more aware of where you stand in your work life and how others perceive you in your work life, how others perceive your efforts in your work life, your value in your work life, you're making the effort to be valued in your professional life, as you now understand you deserve, okay? So there's also a sense, as I was clarifying this, there was a sense of like a specific connection, a relationship kind of helping you out with something that was broken within your work life, or realizing how to make something work after something being kind of not in alignment and maybe even just fucked up and broken, you know? So it's like you're trusting your intuition on where it's guiding you, and you're not afraid of this change that's coming, because it's like you're the one taking action towards this change. And there's like a knowing that of what needs to change in the workplace and actually speaking up about it. Okay, so yeah, September is a lot about very, very focused on your workplace and you speaking up and, making decisions, changing things up. So as I was clarifying this, there was a lot about like this not a lot, but just like I just sense this very specific story of like someone who's a company or business owner in some sense, and that they may have like a co-owner partner who helps out with the needed change and seeing where to next, like where it is that y'all are gonna go from here at this point. And like I said, very much like this very important decision making during this time of September. Alright, so you're kind of just done needing to prove yourself to others, right? And you're especially done proving yourself to people that you are noticing that are taking advantage of you and your very valuable efforts that you've been putting in your workplace, in your financial and what's it called? Financial and what is the word that I'm trying to remember? Anyways, professional life. Bing bing, motherfucker. So yeah, you're seeing clearly who is truly there for you, and you're clearing out any conflict. Like I kept getting this highlighted energy with this Five of Swords here. Usually the card at the bottom is like what kind of sums everything up for the message, and it's sort of like this feeling of clearing out a specific conflict and finally confronting a conflict or proposing a solution for said conflict. Okay, so yeah, it's sort of like this could look like for some of you just having some sort of conflict at your job, and you're just like sick of the shit, sick of the bullshit, and you're like, you know what, I'm doing something about this, because it's either we fix this or I'm out type shit. So that's sort of like the energy I kept getting. And so you're done being overworked, underpaid, and undervalued, baby. You better do that. You deserve better, bitch. Alright, so also the number 222 or any variation of twos may be significant during the time of September. And then there's a sense of also like someone being distraught after realizing how they didn't value you, and they're kind of like scrambling inside to figure out what to do after losing you, or like you proposing like, oh, I'm quitting, bitch, and they're kind of like not knowing how to make things better. Like they're kind of like in a state of anxiety and just scrambling to bring newness to the workspace, to the space, to the project, to whatever it is that this is about. All right. So there's a sense of like also you knowing that you don't need to take responsibility for any brokenness in the workplace, especially if it is not your business, if you're not the owner of a place, and like you just know that shit is not gonna be fixed. Like there's just no point in you forcing something, like don't make someone or something your project. Like something isn't for you to fix and force. Like it's not your responsibility to force yourself to fix it when it's like obviously not gonna work. Okay, it's like this, I kept getting this sense of like something is broken, you need to leave this behind, you need to go towards something much newer. Okay, again, this Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords is really important here. And there's also a sense of like do I say, like, there's also a sense of, again, this sort of really personal energy that you're connecting with, or like, you know, just personal realization. There's a sense of connecting to this inner child part of yourself and like actually working things out with that part of yourself. I don't know if that makes sense, but like maybe this has to do with you making your dreams come true in a way, you know, like your dreams that you've had since you were a kid, kind of incorporating that in your professional life in a way. That was another thing that I was getting. And so essentially you are protecting your fulfillment of your life, how you feel fulfilled in your life. And you're protecting your joy, you're protecting your peace in your home as well. I kept getting like energy of you not allowing what's going on in your professional life to affect your peace in your home and how you feel in your home, you know. And it's like maybe you're just really stressed out and like your angels, your divine team just keeps nudging at you like, bro, wake the fuck up, something needs to change. Because obviously even when you go home you like are at a loss of inner peace, which it's really important for all of us, should be very important, something that we all need to focus on, right? So yeah, this is very big for you in September, and I really see big things happening for you because you're taking this leap of faith, because you're taking that step to leave something behind that was kind of dragging you down. And you're really just nurturing yourself. You're nurturing your workplace. You're nurturing your business if you have one. You are really renovating. You're just like, bitch, what is wrong here? Let me take these guns out and see what it is that needs to change. Okay, so whew, September will be very much a successful month for you, I'm feeling. And you should take the time out to celebrate yourself, okay? Celebrate your efforts, celebrate your value. I love you so much, and I wish you the best of blessings. And bitch, you got this. That mind is strong this month, bitch, and so is that mouth. I love you.